So, for the past 600 days, I have journaled every single day, and here are the journals to prove my word. And now, I might not be no Iman Gaji, I might not be no Jeff Bezos, I might not be successful in the public's eye, but in my own life, I am successful because I have at least accomplished at least 10 goals that I have set my mind to over the past 2 years, and to me, that's success. And I attribute my ability to accomplish those goals a lot to journaling. Because before I picked up these journals, I was nobody. I was in the negative. I had the bad habits that were sucking life out of me and actually making me a worse person. You know, I was addicted to instant gratification things. I was addicted to vaping, to my phone, to beating off, to just doing shit with my life, to my vices. And it wasn't until I picked up this journal right here that I made the change. And so how did this all happen? How did I pick up my journal? Well, I got inspired by somebody online who was big in the journaling every single morning, and I said, why not give it a try? You know, it cannot hurt, right? So I bought my first journal right here on Amazon for about $10, and well, here's how it went. Today, I need to go to work from 9 to 3. After this, I need to ship out my red dot. I also need to make my breakfast for the week and start reading my new book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Today's goal is to make it through the day and be productive with your time. Take everything one day at a time, and in a year from now, you will be in a good position, and thank the Ryan who took the day-to-day sacrifices. Currently, I am talking to a girl. Her name is Blank. She is one of the most beautiful girls ever. Oh, Lord. And as you can see, this whole book is filled up, and it basically covers my whole 2020 year. And so I'm about to say what I have accomplished with these journals over the past year, and I don't say it to flex. I don't say it to, rub my ego. I simply say it just to make, you realize that picking up a journal will help you out as long as you do it the correct way. So like I said, I picked up my first journaling when I was down bad in life. I had nothing really going for me. I had destructive habits, and I was just trying to pull myself together. Now, sitting here about 2 years later, I have done my first bodybuilding show, which took 4 months of hard prep and dedication and a lot of change and just work on myself. And then I also gained about 300,000 followers online, which is cool and all, but it was a task. It was a challenge. I have also created my business, which is my online coaching, and that brings me in enough money to live off of. And it's absolutely my dream job. I love it. I love working with people. And it, again, wasn't something easy. It's something I had to wake up every single day and intentionally go after and become the best version of myself in order to accomplish. And now in less than 40 days, I'm traveling to Thailand alone for the next 2 months of my life just to go explore. And I never, sometimes I'm driving home from the gym and I never thought I would have made it this far. From just a kid 2 years ago who was just trying to pull himself together and get out of the rut he was he was born in. And now he just made the impulse decision to fly to Thailand by himself and be able to make money online while he does it and just literally absolutely love his life. And again, I don't say this to flex, I say this to make you realize that this video and learning how to journal will change your life. Now, before we get into this video, I think it's important to understand that this is not manifestation. Journaling is not manifestation because there is no such thing as manifestation. Manifestation, the best way to think about it is just simply telling yourself something, going out and doing it and making it happen, okay? You cannot affirm stuff to yourself, tell stuff to yourself, and just expect it to happen. It doesn't work like that. And so I'm not telling you how to manifest your life in journaling. I'm telling you how to write out the goals you want to accomplish, teaching you how to make them actionable, break them down into bite-sized chunks, teaching you how to be accountable to yourself so when you don't reach the goal, you tell yourself that and you tell yourself what you could improve on, and just literally setting up your day in a way to be goal-oriented through your morning journaling and grounding. Because another thing about journaling, it's not all about just setting goals. It's about grounding yourself right in the morning, because the opposite of entitlement is gratitude. So you always want to be in gratitude. It's such a high vibration to be at. And if you don't wake up and ground yourself, you're naturally going to feel entitled for the things you want in life. And you will never get the things you want if you are in a state of entitlement. And so the best way to think of journaling, and hopefully you've heard this before, is that your thoughts create your reality. The thoughts you constantly think to yourself, the affirmations, what you affirm to yourself, the constant inner dialogue you have going on in your head, that is what will become your reality. So if your inner dialogue is talking good about you, it's talking for you, then you are going to be going in a positive direction. But if it is negative, if it's pushing you down, if it's not good for you, then you're going to be going into the negative. You aren't going to be going anywheres. So we want to move our inner dialogue, our affirmations into a positive realm. And the sad thing is, as human beings, we have to intentionally do this. Why? Because more human beings are negative than they are positive. There's a lot more negativity than positivity out there. So you need to make sure that you are positive, and you do that through your morning journaling. Because if you just wake up and go about your day without setting your mind, creating your mindset through your journaling, then you're going to go about your day with an unprotected mind. Anything can come in here. Anything can happen. You need guidelines. You need boundaries within your mind in order to achieve something, to become more positive. And so to basically sum that up is that your morning journaling is basically writing out your story today, who you are becoming throughout today, throughout the process. And once you realize that, and once you do it for long enough, you'll realize that you can become whoever you want, accomplish anything, and that is the most empowering thing ever. So with that being said, let's get into the framework of how I personally journal. So my framework for journaling has never switched up. It's always been the same. It always starts out with good morning world. Today is going to be, and then you describe the day. Usually I say it's going to be an amazing day. It's going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be an extravagant day. It's going to be whatever. Just say a nice word, say today is going to be a good day. Even though you don't know if today's going to be a good day or not, why not just say today is going to be a good day right to yourself in the morning? And before we get too deep into this, I should mention that journaling needs to be done in the morning. Right when you wake up, grab your coffee, water, whatever you like, and sit down and journal before you do anything else. So to my people out there who lay in bed on their phone, this is going to be a big life change, but I promise you, this is how you make the change. After you write out what today is going to be, I always like to practice a little bit of gratitude. For me, this sometimes is just thank you, God, for today. Thank you, God, for my blessings. Or sometimes I'll write out 3 things I'm grateful for. And it can be small things. It doesn't have to be great things. It can be, I am thankful for this pen because I am able to journal. I'm thankful for my journal because I'm able to journal. And I'm thankful for this caffeine because it's going to get me through the day. You simply just have to allow yourself to feel grateful for something small right in the morning to ground yourself. Because if you cannot feel grateful for something small like your pen or your journal, then you're going to go throughout your whole day looking to be grateful for something big when all we need to do is be grateful for small things in our life. Because it's the small things that matter, and we won't understand this until it gets taken away from us. And wise men learn from the mistakes of others. Don't be a dumb man and wait for, stuff to get taken from you. Wait for something tragic to happen to start being grateful for the small things. Be grateful for the small things now. So after you practice gratitude, you're going to want to go into setting your goals for the day. And usually I like to start out with my biggest goals. So for me, it was always, I would write out, okay, today I'm working, or today this is going on. But then I would write after that, I'm going to do 5 TikTok videos, because for me, social media was my way out of work. And so whatever you're really trying to achieve in life, write that out as your first big goal. So like I said, mine would be 5 TikTok videos. Then I would break it down. I'd be like, 1's going to be about this, 2nd's going to be about that, 3rd's going to be about that. And it might take you time in the morning in order to come up with the ideas and tell yourself what you're going to do. But think about how much time it will save you throughout the day, especially if you're trying to escape your job or, do something outside of your job. Because after you go to work, after you go to school, your brain points, your ability to think and make good decisions is kind of gone. So you want to write out your day right in the morning when you have the most brain points, when you have the most, the most energy in your brain, so you can make the best decisions. So simply just by taking 30 minutes to write out your goal and then breaking it down to how you were going to accomplish that goal into bite-sized chunks, you are going to save yourself more than 30 minutes throughout the day, so that when you're done with your job or when you're done with school or whatever, you know exactly what you need to do next. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to contemplate to yourself, do I feel like doing it? Should I do it? Should I do this? No, you already told yourself exactly what you're going to do today. You already understand. You don't have to even think about it. You just do it. And this will save your brain so much energy. Now, while you are writing out your goals, it's important to visualize them. You don't just want to be pen and paper and not thinking. When you're writing out your goals, like today, I'm going to film 5 TikTok videos. I want to imagine myself at the time and place filming that video and kind of feel myself almost there. And it sounds really weird, but the thing is, it's more likely to happen if you can visualize it, if you can see yourself doing it. Because when we think into the future, we all think in visualization, Think about the future right now. You're visualizing stuff, right? And so whenever you get done with whatever and you have to go on to the next task that is going to get you ahead in life, you can have that picture memory of exactly what you need to do and you just follow it. And also visualizing the things you're going to do is going to bring the right emotions to you. Even if it's not visualizing the things today, it's visualizing yourself in a year from now, where you're going to be at, what's going to be the amazing things that are going to happen in your life. Visualizing that is going to bring you the energy you need in order to accomplish that. So after you goal set, usually I like to be accountable for what I failed at yesterday. So this can be anything. It doesn't have to be your goals. It can be even inside of your relationships. It can be inside of your own mind. It can be whatever. Yesterday I didn't wake up on time. Yesterday I forgot to hit the gym. Well, I didn't forget, but I didn't hit the gym. I didn't push myself hard enough. I cheated on my diet. I am not giving, good enough energy to my partner. It's important to admit these things that you are struggling with to yourself, because if you don't admit it to yourself, we're all gonna struggle with things in our life. And if we keep allowing it to build up all these things we're struggling with and we never admit it to ourselves, then it's gonna become harder to admit it to ourselves. It's like racking up this debt, racking up these things we didn't do, and we start to regret it a lot. We need to simply just admit it to ourselves and go, everything is going to be all right. We're human. We fuck up sometimes, we fail sometimes, but we're always getting better. And that is the best part. Admit your mistakes. Admit the things you are messing up on. Admit what you could be doing better. And if you want to go one step further, simply write out how you were going to do this better. If it's inside your relationship, write down what you were going to do better. Now, after I write down all of these things, again, saying good morning, practicing gratitude, writing out my goals, and then admitting, to myself, something that I'm failing on or I could improve on, I simply just like to free write from here. And usually I just try to allow my mind to flow, just the things I'm kind of thinking, what's going on, and I just write out whatever comes to me. Because sometimes there's stuff trapped in your subconscious mind, the mind you can't really think in, but it's still there. And if you just simply allow yourself to flow, sometimes it will come out. If you're feeling some type of way about life, write it out and try to figure out why you're feeling that type of way. And even if you don't understand it now, you can always look back at your journal in a week from now, maybe understand a little bit more. Or the cool part is I can look back at myself 2 years ago and read myself and kind of laugh at myself for, the things I was struggling about. And that will really help out the struggles I go through now. Because I realize that the struggles I'm going through now are they're common, bro. There's no reason to stress over them because clearly I made past them before. Also, something you can add to your free writing is simply just affirmations. Again, affirmations are the things you affirm to yourself. So just write out who you're becoming. If you want to become a stronger man, then just say to yourself, I'm becoming a strong man. If you want to become, ripped with abs, then be like, I have a six-pack. I'm on the way to getting a six-pack. I am an in-shape person. If you want to make money online, then just tell yourself, I'm a person that makes money online. Whatever it may be, just say it to yourself. And it might sound delusional, but you need to start identifying with the things you want to become in order to become them. You don't just wake up one day and magically become these things and accomplish these things. No, you have to believe it before you achieve it. And so that is the framework for my journaling. It's simply just 4 things and then allowing yourself to free write for a little. And some days it might be this short, some days it might be this long. It's different every single day. But the important part is just taking time out of your morning in order to journal and at least getting those 4 things down, or at least the 3. At least goal set, gratitude, and saying today is going to be a good day. Because maybe there's nothing to admit to yourself that you fucked up on, and that's awesome. But these 3 is what is most important to journaling, because again, you need mindset in order to accomplish what you want. And what is mindset? It's the way your mind is set. And so when you journal, you are setting your mind. You are creating boundaries and guidelines for your mind today. And to end off this video, journaling is not just about creating yourself. It's also kind of about finding yourself. Because you have this vast mind. There's a lot going on inside of your brain, but you don't fully understand it. You don't know everything that's going on inside of there. And when you put pen on paper and just allow yourself to flow, you will start to understand yourself better. Especially when you have to dig into your mind and find thoughts to write out and really think right in the morning, you will discover a lot about yourself. And that's important because going where you want to go in life is not about getting the result. It's about creating the person. Because whatever you want to accomplish, it can be taken away from you in a matter of moments. That car, the amount of money you make, the clothes you get, whatever, the body, it can all be taken away in a matter of a moment. But what will stick with you is the person you build. And so journaling is how you will build your character. And I can promise you, what would be the downside of doing this? Nothing. So start journaling today. I will leave a link down below to this journal right here. So far, it is my favorite journal. It's really neat. It's got 200 pages. It's got a little bookmark. You're able to mark the day and overall, this is my favorite one. It's $10 on Amazon. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to work with me one-on-one towards your fitness and mindset goals, DM my Instagram, let's go, and I will be in contact with you. Peace out.